Ah, tea time.
Welcome everybody! Souldin and the Grin Brothers here, and it's time for a tea time, which I guess now is a react series. I hadn't actually planned to really continue either tea times or the reaction videos, but because of the ragged knowledge video, including my another code reaction, there we go, it got continued. I'll explain more later, but this is actually just a test to make sure it's working. Yes, I'm reacting to the Xbox Developer Direct 2024. The tea I've got with me today, you'll have seen it before if you watched the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale videos. It's Jasmine Dragon Pearl, because apparently I forgot to make a note of this tea before. It's a green tea, brew time is 2 to 3 minutes, and brand is Whittards. Fresh night blooming jasmines layer with tender green leaves, absorbing their fragrant oil and resulting in a sweet and fresh brew with layers of majestic flavour. As I said at that slight intro part, I don't think I've brewed this well. Apparently I got recommended to brew it between 55 to 75 degrees, but there's no way to really tell out of a kettle. I needed a thermos for it sort of thing, and I don't have one. I kind of like how they're giving a little information of the various studios that are going to be in this. I'm really only interested in one of the games actually as part of this, funny enough, so though this is a developer direct reaction, it's more of an Avowed reaction. Oh, there we go, starting to build up. Age warning Nanka will have appeared, artwork done by Sam Art. And you'll later see the like, comment, and subscribe, Nanka, if I haven't already got that. Actually, I haven't done too bad with the Dragon Pearl. I feel it just kind of tastes like Jasmine at the end of the day. Like, it's not too unique. I feel there could be a bit more flavour to it, per se, but when I say that, it's got a strong initial flavour. Ooh, and the more deeper down I'm drinking of it, I probably should have stirred it, is more the thing. Or maybe add more Dragon Pearls. I don't think I added enough Dragon Pearls, and, you know, it was always a bit finicky getting the actual right temperature, so I've yet to make the perfect brew of Dragon Jasmine Pearl. It's very nice. Not quite sure it demands the high price it does compared to just getting another Jasmine tea though. I really do like the developer direct, getting the insight into the actual, you get more time to actually hear the developers talk about their game, which is something I really liked about a lot of the Wii U era Nintendo Directs, where because they didn't have as many games to show off, they'd have these sort of things. Oh, and I'm starting straight away with Obsidian. As you might know from previous things, I've been very curious about Avowed. So, yeah, I kind of wish I had subtitles on. That'd have been handy. Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. Oh, thank gosh, they've got subtitles themselves. That's amazing. And what I'm wanting is kind of like the Elder Scrolls sort of thing, but with better combat and the humour that you get from Fallout sort of thing. Because, you know, I don't care too much for the Fallout world, but I love their sense of humour. But meanwhile, then, you know, I like fantasy worlds more so. But yeah, there's been a lot more increase in colours. I like that. The settings look more interesting than say something you'd say from say Skyrim, for instance, which I always found very dull. You could almost say this is more of an Avowed reaction. Oh yeah. Okay. Like if it's first person like this, I don't know. A part of me kind of feels like I'd want to play it with a Wii remote sort of thing. Get this like, you know, swinging it sort of thing, you know. But ironically, Microsoft's the only one without any gyroscope controls in their controller or motion controls or anything like that. Kind of looks like a Harry Potter wand there sort of thing. Yeah. It's interesting actually, you know, going for a wand rather than a staff. To be fair, that guy just stood there and took it. And oh my gosh, those lizard guys, I wish I could play as them instead. Such cool designs.
Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or
yeah, the combat already looks a significant improvement about like the sort of stuff you get from like the Elder Scrolls series sort of thing. Is it just purely the weapons, or can you like equip armor on the fly real quickly as well? It'd be kind of funny.
Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinger.
They say it's quick, and it is quick because of like lack of loading, but there is a delay to it sort of thing, which makes sense, otherwise it'd be a bit too busted.
Quest in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living.
It's
as you're exploring, you come
kind of funny because I've heard that's like being the problem with like Starfield is a lot of people feel that they try to let you do everything at once, so the actions don't really feel consequential per se. Your choice decisions.
Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
Okay.
I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did.
Okay.
Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Okay, so it's been a shift in how he feels, right?
When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home. That he fled the site of the battle is an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his.
Oh, I thought he challenged the actual.
When you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions.
Okay, and there are this immediate sort of see of the consequences. That feels very Fable-like. It's kind of interesting, you know, because if Avowed does go with the more humour tone that I'm hunting to, and it's already got the more colourful sort of like look to it, sort of thing, it feels like it's going to cross over with Fable a lot. I guess that's why I'm not as concerned with the fact that it seems to be purely first person. I always feel that weird when you have a creative character, because I've got Fable I'm looking forward to as well, which is definitely going to be the third-person combat action that I'd look forward to. They've been the games that have been getting me interested in the idea, well, along with Bright Memory, they were the games that were tempting me towards the Xbox Series X from day one, sort of thing. So I have lost a lot of interest in Xbox with how things have played out for so long, sort of thing. There's been a lot of weighing around. I haven't been as immersed in the Xbox community as I used to be. Haven't been able to look back on the pure Xbox because of the cookies are so, you know, complicated there, sort of thing. It's not very straightforward which ones to turn off, which ones not. However, I have been enjoying the Pure Xbox YouTube channel, so go check them out. They've probably got various discussion videos and reactions to this already. So autumn, it is definitely this year. That's great, and I've got a rough time frame for it. It's actually kind of funny marking down what games I'm looking forward to this year, because got Avowed, got another code, I'm getting that for my birthday. Paper Mario, and aside from that, it's hard to say. The Demon Slayer board game looks cool. And if it actually comes out in this country, the Hatsune Miku boxing would be fun. But yeah, full 2024. I was hoping for a day, but fair enough. It's as long as it doesn't get pushed back. Like I need to finally get a exclusive on this Xbox. Gentle music plays. Have to specify that. But music intensifies. Have to specify that as well.
The game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland. On
Like the historic setting. That's quite nice.
Enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful.
Yeah, you know, because both this and another one of the games, which will be coming up, have like a history sort of setting to it, sort of thing, a nice little old world exploration. I must admit, Iceland, you know, it's not like the typical sort of area to be exploring a historical setting, or specifically name dropping Iceland. Usually, it's like a big blur of such historical settings. It's kind of interesting that you can't really tell what is a cutscene and what is actually gameplay. Like, a lot of this doesn't feel like gameplay, per se. Well, I'm also not quite sure how to feel about that, per se. I don't mind my games looking like games, per se. I like having, like, health bars and menu screens and etc. pop up on it. As long as it doesn't overcrowd it. There's a balance. You know, I don't want a complete lack of it, but I'd like it to know that I'm playing, you know, looking at a game, per se.
Sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
It's kind of cool when you can see a real world location and think, oh, how would this be in a video game? I do actually love it when, you know, you go to an area and you think, oh man, this would be a great sort of like design for a video game. You could move from there to there, or like this is where the enemies would come through. By Square Enix. Oh, is this a Are you gonna? Is this a Balan Wonderworld 2? I'd really love that. Yeah, I mean, I still need to try out that Secret Mana, the Trials of Mana on Switch sort of thing. But and I really like Children of Mana, but I don't know. Square Enix aren't doing much to that game. I need to try that one because I own it on Switch, but I've still never actually opened it. I guess it's hard for me to. A lot of my game playing ends up actually being as a result of the YouTube videos and such, so it's really hard to motivate myself to just purely play games on their own. It's ironic. I'd probably be perfect at doing video game streams, but I stick by my philosophy. I don't want to make content that I would never watch myself, and I don't like watching streams. I don't have the time to watch a lot of them. If your video goes over an hour, it is very hard to get me to watch it, because I will not have the time to. I do love a lot of this 2D art. It is pretty cool to see all these different character designs. I mean, that looks like a Digimon there. And that one just looks like Swago from Monster Rancher. You'd have to be doing something very specific to get me interested in a Square Enix games these days, sort of thing. I've rubbed my hands with the company for the most part, you know? Maybe this was that Final Fantasy IX remake that I'd keep hearing about, and only if said remake was turn-based, but it's a very strange choice to be promoting this game as part of this Xbox Developer Direct. It's not exclusive like, say, Hi-Fi Rush was, sort of thing, or made by an in-house team, so it's just really odd for them to choose this as the game to push. Has Studios been around that long? I've got to be honest, I'm not familiar with this one. I knew that it's going to have like a historical setting to it, but I'm not interested in the strategy whole game aspect sort of thing. So, probably not going to get much of a reaction from me for this. But it is, you know, it is nice the setting and ideas they've got.
From concept to completion. We started.
Again, another little advantage of like these developers direct, you get to see the concept art as well. You know, even if there's not like the big wow sort of reactions from me for this, I hope people get to just enjoy seeing some of the developers' ideas and such they're expressing here, and the fact I don't have to worry about putting any of my own subtitles. The game, so this direct already has subtitles.
Everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the
Well,
thousands of
that'll be
citizens
kind of
living
neat.
their lives and reacting to the changes.
Again, I don't think the genre would be for me, but from the historical perspective, it is kind of tempting, sort of thing. I'm kind of curious, sort of thing. What? Okay, those are Gundams! Those are just straight robots!
Players get to decide what's most important to them.
I guess the closest we've got on this channel to a game like this would be like The Wandering Village. So, go check that Raphael Presents out. Maybe Raphael will do more. I believe the game got an update, so maybe Raphael will one day do another video of that. Oh, great. Think about this has actually been rather heavily focused on history, given Indiana Jones, archaeologists, etc. Oh yeah, I believe they made the Wolfenstein games. Yeah, first person seems, again, really odd choice. Indiana Jones is a very iconic looking character sort of thing. You'd think you want to be able to show that off during the game, rather than trying to take it all from a first person perspective. Yeah, it's gone back to first person. Is it purely? Yeah, it seems to be pure. Okay, that whip does have a heck of a lot of reach to it. Oh, yeah, okay, wait, so, okay, that's really annoying. So, it's first person, but it shifts to third person just for that swinging motion. Why not just make the game third person then? If you're...
games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world.
Yeah, okay, I know that's where their experience lies, but I don't think it's the right choice, per se.
Each action feel like your own.
But yeah, I'd have thought like a Uncharted or a Tomb Raider were both templates for, how an Indiana Jones game could be sort of thing, and those were both third-person sort of thing. So, it just feels an odd choice to go first person. I guess, stick to your strengths, so... It's a really nice temple.
The snow-peaked Himalayas.
Nice diversity of location. Well, forest levels, desert level, snow level. I suppose you don't have the luxury of making it as wacky as if you were doing an original IP, Fire whip!
And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect.
Ooh, dang, I love the little leg grab. That was awesome. A little bit more. Oh, scissor reel, okay. So, okay, no, I'll do that next into the scissor reel. Okay, so, as you know, this was mainly a Avowed direct for me, sort of thing, because that's the main thing I'm interested in. Other games, there was some curiosity to it, but nothing enough to convince me on any of them. It's just Avowed at this point. So, yeah. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing if you enjoyed this video. I've got other Tea Time reactions, Tea Times as I call them, but there's other reaction videos and other Let's Play content, etc., etc. Yeah, I also hope you enjoyed my little comment about the Jasmine Dragon Pearl tea. Again, one day I will get that just right. And, hey, maybe Avowed will even pop up on this channel for a Souldin star. Eventually. Sometime eventually. My main focus is typically the Wee Wonders, and Wee Wonders, the Grimm Brothers, and of course my brother, the Raphael Presents. But yeah, yeah, sorry, in 2024. So yeah, cheerio then.